I never I saw Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
How was it?
Shang-Chi?
Kevin Feige has said it 3 different
Yeah,
ways.
I know. I've been
It's
trying to figure out.
in the
I
movie
saw,
it's Shang-Chi. In out on the red carpet it's Shang-Chi. I don't know. All I know is that if you want to tell me how to say it, I'll say it that way.
No, I actually just saw a TikTok about some guy trying to say that my Chinese wife said to pronounce it this way, and then another dude was like, my Chinese mom says that that's not correct, and apparently it was like a whole
I've
thing.
heard it at where the CH is like more of like a soft
She?
S
Yeah.
sound, like almost like Shang, like C.
I don't know.
Whatever. It was really an incredible film. The amount of Asian representation in this film is like unheard of. The director is Asian, and most of the lead cast, minus I think 1 or 2 people, are of Asian descent.
Yeah, I mean it should be that way.
And dude, it was like, I thought it was really strong, and I think the after credit scenes are cool. I'm not going to say anything so you can see it, but it's very interesting.
Yeah, I have not seen it yet. I'm interested.
Bruh.
I've seen a couple small things about it, and one I wanted to ask you, which I feel like the answer is yes, just from what I've heard. But were the fight scenes awesome?
Dude, some of them were choreographed so well.
Yeah,
there's one of the first things is you see the dude who has the 10 rings. The character's name is I think Wen Wu. Fight against somebody from this mystical village, and it's just it's a dance. It's a beautiful dance, and Wen Wu, the actor, is a popular Chinese actor, I believe, and he said in press material I've never worked with an American crew before, and it was great. And he's honestly, he's kind of the villain, but he is incredible.
Yeah.
Dude, there's some scenes where he's fucking whipping it, and you're like, dude, he is the real deal.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. I heard there's a lot of good long shots, no shaky cam or cutting around a lot for get some of the big fights and things. And honestly, Marvel's action scenes are not always great. They do some good stuff.
It's a lot of CGI.
Yeah, and a lot of the fights with superpowered people and things, it's just, not necessarily flying around, but just in my mind, superhero fights, flying around, powers, hits, big hits, but you don't get any real, choreographed hand-to-hand combat except in, maybe some of the Captain America stuff, really.
Yeah, it was very, it felt like as many practical effects as they could do within reason. Obviously there's a bunch of scenes where he's whipping around the 10 rings, and it's like, okay, he probably just has a rope or something on his hand, but dude, it was powerful because it felt like this is a Marvel film that tried to take all of the amazing things about Asian martial arts films and turn it into a modernized version of that. It's not true to kung fu, old, 50s and 60s style kung fu films.
No wire fu.
When you think of Ghost of Tsushima, it's not like that, but it's
Ghost of Tsushima's
well, yeah, but that's traditional kung fu films where it's everything's.
Are you thinking about something else? Ghost of Tsushima is the game.
No, I know, but you know how they have the cinema mode.
Oh yeah, that's samurai movies.
Yeah, it's not like a samurai film, which are very
well, that's
calm.
what the ghost thing is like Kurosawa films. But I get what you're saying. They didn't.
This just has a lot of great things about it that I'm just glad that made it to the MCU. And one thing that I talked with Maddie about, this is the last thing I'll say about it. The best thing about these origin stories is that now we have a couple of characters that we really like, and now that when we see them in the bigger films, the big franchise Avenger films, or potentially if there's a Thunderbolt film, these people you got to see them in the origin, and now you get to see them as regular people, because this is very mystical and there's all this backstory and it's the family and this and that, but like when you get to see like Ant-Man in Civil War, you're like, I've seen Ant-Man and I really like him, and it's just funny that he's here and he's normal. And now that we've got to see Shang-Chi in his environment, and we get to see him like fight potentially Galactus or the Silver Surfer or whatever it ends up being, or Kang, it's like I've seen his shit and now I want to see him fuck up Kang. And it's just cool. That's what makes it so good, is that we've seen him do his thing, and now we get to see him be a little bit more normal and just be a human and also be a superhero. So
I'm with it.
Yeah.
I
Don't got too much to say about
that's just
Yeah,
what
sorry, Sean.
that's what we love about it, I think, is like you have a rapport with them when you get to the bigger films.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I never really thought about it like that, but I guess that's fair. I mean,
That's what, at least that's what I
no,
like.
it's just when you, I don't know. I feel like seeing them all come out as they were like coming out, I was more like, oh, this is crazy that we're getting the Avengers. Like
Yeah.
that's always what I was thinking. Not necessarily that I was excited to see them be. I mean, it is interesting. Like maybe not the first Avengers movie, but as they've added people in, it was cool to, like you said, see somebody like Ant-Man or whatever get involved and be brought in as. I mean, he isn't that important, but getting like a Civil War with Bucky actually being like an important plot
Yeah.
point, I thought was like pretty interesting.
Well, even like I'll give credit to DC for in the Snyder Cut.
I mean,
I had seen the original Wonder Woman film, and I was like, I know enough about her, and I feel like I have a rapport. I didn't really know much about Superman, and I didn't see Man of Steel or Batman vs Superman, but like I just when you meet the new Barry Allen, it's just like something feels off because
Yeah.
I don't know who this guy is. I've never seen him play this. I've never seen him play the Flash, so I'm kind of like, what the fuck is this?
yeah, I mean, I don't have to get all in on this, but the mistake they definitely made was like, I think I was cool with them trying to make it more like when you watch Snyder Cut, Snyder Cut felt more like a Cyborg centered movie than the like theatrical release.
Yeah.
Like you got a lot of Cyborg, which was nice, but yeah, trying to really fit in the other characters was weird. They tried too much to put in because even Aquaman was in that before the Aquaman movie came out.
Exactly. Yes.
I just think that was a little bit much.
Introducing two superheroes in this.
It was like 3. Barry Allen wasn't in it.
Cyborg.
Aquaman,
Yeah,
Cyborg.
sure.
Was Wonder Woman's movie out before that?
Wonder Woman was
I
out,
think.
and then the Batman and
Yeah.
the,
But
Superman
it's just
films.
that was a lot. You don't get to see him, and I think people said this, but Zack Snyder's good at taking like cool comic book pieces, panels, and things, and making them come to life. But he doesn't necessarily pave the way there the best, especially with the Snyder Cut. There's a lot more there that was good, as opposed to the Whedon ass cut that came out in theaters. But it's very awkward to go in and basically just expect that everyone knows. If you come and see it and don't know anything about the Flash, you're like, why is he in here talking to his dad in jail? Like, what's going on?
Dude.
Like, and he makes a comment about maybe getting into like CSI or whatever, and you're like, should I care about that? Is that for this movie?
It felt like setups.
Yeah, it was, but
I did like Ben Affleck as Batman.
I do.
in Snyder Cut.
I love the Batfleck, dude. But